Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, we are going to be reviewing Takanuva, the Toa of Light. And with that said guys, let's get straight into it. So starting off with Takanuva, you can see straight away that his color scheme is in the white and gold. Other than the very light creamy-ish tan colored connector pieces there, his color scheme is mainly white and gold. You can see the connector pieces are in white. His arms, his hands, his legs and his feet are all in white, and of course his torso as well. Other than the armor piece in the front, you can see it's just white and gold. Now what makes him really interesting is the fact that he has the leg pieces here, typically found on the Takanuvas, for his arms. Now that is very unique and different. Of course with the Nuvas we know for a fact that they have the legs kind of like this, same structure except in the different color. However their arm builds are very different, and I'll show you a comparison to them, or to Takanuva with them, very soon. But you can see guys, overall he has a different build. Of course typically the other armor pieces are the exact same except just the color. So he is in the gold and white, of course to symbolize the light. That's the whole idea, since he is the Toa of Light. So at the end of the day, that's what that is for. So it just looks great guys. Overall you can see, looking at the feet, typical articulation there, no different at all. Same color of course to Kopaka, different though for the legs. He's the only one that has the white legs, because Kopaka has his in gray, and he has also white connector pieces. With the other sets they are all in black, which is a surprise, but for him it's just white, which is great. As mentioned with the feet there, you can see that you know, range of motion there, good articulation. For the leg, there you go, you can see it there, good movement side to side, up and down, great movement as well. Here you can't get much of course, since it is fixated in with a pin axle, so this doesn't move, and because there is no gear here in the back, so that's why. No problem at all though. Moving up towards the torso, you can see that he has the great golden chest / torso armor piece there, typical from the Nuvas, except Takanuva is the only of course Toa to have it in gold, since he is the legendary 7th Toa. And then you have the typical armor shells from the Nuvas as well, except his are in gold. Now as mentioned, I already told you about the fact that his arms are the leg pieces. That's not typically found with the Nuvas, however for him that is what he has. Now of course you can also see here is his great weapon, and it is the Staff of Light. A powerful weapon guys, so do not underestimate its ability just because it looks like a standard blade to you all. Of course the Avaki, the great Avaki, the great Kanohi Avaki I should say, provides the power, and I'm sure it seeps through into the weapon, and I'm sure it is a very powerful weapon when he fights against Makuta. Here guys, as you can see is the gear function. Now I'm just going to show you it. Very standard. It's only on one side, and it's for his right arm. So there you can see it moving there, as you can see. So it does work very well, and with the weapon it works also. So here is the gear function with the weapon there, as you can see. So it looks great, typical. So both hands move since they are all connected together, so just like that. And then of course here you can also see the great Kanohi Avaki. This does not move at all. It's fixated in. You can see there is the yellow Keat Orange brain stock there, which is great. And of course you get some tubing there, so you can get some articulation if you really wanted to, but yeah, I just kind of left it like that. Of course overall he looks great, and I really like him. I think he's got to be one of my favorites of course from the Toas, but I'll show you a comparison with him after I show you the awesome hovercraft that they built. So now looking at the vehicle, as you can see here, this vehicle is a great vehicle. Of course it was built by Takanuva and the Nuvas themselves, using a mixture of Rakshi pieces and of course other, you know, random gears and hose pieces there that they did find, and it looks great, I have to say. I really like the vehicle. Now it is a bit, I guess in some cases, a bit off. Now what I mean by that is that, you know, there are a few axle pieces showing there, and it would be nice if these could have been covered maybe better, but other than that it looks like a great vehicle. And what's interesting is this. I don't know why, you know, this would be here, the great Hau Kanohi, but it looks great, I have to be honest, in the gray color there, but it doesn't really, I don't know if it really serves a purpose, but if it does, I'd really like to know. Anyway, moving right along, you can see the detail is great, of course, as well. At the end of the day, the whole look of it is nice, but I guess the interesting thing is why the gear function is just this. You know, it would have been nice if maybe the gear function would have been something else. So I guess this is meant to like holster the, I don't know, maybe to, is it for flying? I actually have no idea. Maybe to hold down the vehicle, so when it's flying, and then I actually have no idea what this gear function is necessarily used for, but you can see that maybe you can get it into maybe a random pose there. But yeah, so that's the typical gear function there. What's pretty cool is, and what was actually noticed and found by one of my viewers and commented in my last video on my Let's Build, is the G2 gear function that is now used. So you can see here, guys, is the gear function that is actually used in this set. These, of course, are commonly found in the G2 sets for the arms, you know, mainly for the gear function for the arms. And yeah, you can see how from G1 they've used it in G2, which is great, of course. Now, what's also annoying about this is that these pieces can pop out. It's really annoying, in all honesty. I don't like that, but can't really do much about that. So all the Rakshi pieces can fall off. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but that's okay at the end of the day. Something I also don't like is the ball joints that kind of, or the ball pieces that are kind of sticking out there. It would have been nice if maybe they could have filled them, you know, with something. I don't know, but yeah, it just looks kind of off there. I don't like it. You know, maybe added in the feet pieces or something like that, kind of like what they did here in the front. But yeah, it kind of looks a bit, I don't know, just you see 3 balls sticking out, and I don't really like that, to be honest. But other than that, it looks great. You can see also there is the rubber band under there, and that also rotates too. I assume that must be for moving left and right, possibly. Possibly, I'm actually not sure, but maybe that's the gear function there. So there you can see the rubber band moving as well. And I like the detail of the hosing there. Very nice, of course. Don't know what its purpose is, you know, used for, but looks great. And kind of a bit of detail there, showing a bit of gearing and I guess some mechanics into this, you know, vehicle. But yeah, overall it looks great. I guess they were trying to add in a bit of a detail to the set. So that's what they've added there. And then you can see here, guys, that's where Takanuva's hands go in when he's on the vehicle. So yeah, that's where they go, and I'll show you that very soon. But overall, looks great. You can also move this up and down. I don't know what that really has to do with anything, but yeah, you can move that up and down. Nothing else can really be moved other than that, to be honest. Just quickly show you the pen that is meant to be used for. I didn't realize it was used for this, but anyway, it's used to hold the weapon there in his back, as you can see there. So there's the pin, and there's a circular pin that's holding the weapon, and of course it looks great there on his back. And that's where it's put when he's on the vehicle, which I'll be showing you right now. Sorry guys, just to clarify one thing, the pins did not go, or I should say the so as you can see there, just that little pin axle right there, that's not where his hands go. His circular pins, I should say, that are attached to his connector piece on his hand there are actually meant to connect onto here. So yeah, I don't know, sorry about that guys, I got that wrong. So not there, here, just to clarify with you all. Anyway, as you can see here, in order to mount the vehicle, first off you need to pull out the Bionicle headpiece. So originally you would leave it in like this. Now you can see here there is a pin axle hole there, and that's how you're meant to connect it in, just like that. Anyway, as you can see there, so you're gonna mount the vehicle, mount him onto the vehicle, get his hands out ready, and you need to somehow adjust it. So just give me 1 second guys. And there you have it guys, there he is on the vehicle. You can see that the circular pins are now connected to that gear kind of, you know, piece there, and he's held in very nicely. He's snug. You can see his head sticking out facing forward. There you can see his arms connected and all that stuff, and not only that, his legs and kind of pointing outwards. Now if you really want to hold this set in place, you can get a circular pin and you can stick it into that hole right there. I think a size 2 would fit nicely, and that's if you really want to hold it in place. Of course you can see it kind of sticks out and it's just not, you know, stable, but that's really up to you. But there you can see it guys. I think it looks great, of course. I'm really liking it. I like the look, and how he kind of sits on it looks very nice as well. So you can kind of stick him outwards if you really want to. Oh, and that piece kind of came out there. So you can see there, that's where it's meant to connect in, just like that. You can move him forward, I think. Let me see if you can move him forward. Maybe just a bit. But there you can see, guys, is how the whole thing looks. Oh, and the katana kind of fell off there. 1 second, guys. There you can see it there, guys. Just to show you a 360 of the vehicle there. Looks great, of course. There you can see the back. And then moving it towards the side. Oops, sorry about that. And there is the front again. So that's what it looks like on the vehicle. Just like that. So there, as you can see, guys, just comparing Liwanuva and Tahanuva with Takanuva there. Very different color scheme. You can see the silver there. He has the gold. Very different, of course. The connector pieces are in white for Takanuva, while for the Liwa and Tahu Nuvas, they are in black. So you can see the very big differences there. Not only that, as mentioned, the arms are very different as well. So you can see, whoops, he kind of, oh, hold them there in place. Just to hold them there. So you can see they are very different as well. So it just goes to show how differentiated and how different he is to the original Toa Nuvas. And there you have it, guys. There is my review done on Takanuva. I really all hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, please let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Personally, I think this is a great set and I'm very happy to have gotten it. Of course, because now that means I've collected all of the G1 Nuvas. And since he is recognized as the 7th Toa of Light, he is legendary, and it just is, I'm pretty happy with that, guys. I'm just happy. It's great. Now, of course, if you have enjoyed this, guys, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel so then you guys are all up to date with any awesome new videos I do post out. As well as that, please, as mentioned, comment below and let me know what you all think of the set. And as always, please stay tuned for more videos. Have a great day, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I will be talking to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.